We are back with Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel. Josh got a taste of our colleague Clark Brooks, the SEC stat cat earlier, who asked about the sexiest part of your offense.
I love the energy, man.
The variety in the run game. Although I will ask you about that, because when I was in Knoxville last year, I was talking to some of your players and some of your coaches. And one thing that jumped out to me was the athleticism of the offensive linemen you had allowed you to expand the run game. How much did that change everything you could do?
Well, we constantly evolve from year to year. A lot of that's, defensive structures that you've seen and anticipate seeing the following year. But your athleticism, at the guard and the tackle position gives you the ability to pull and create angles and create another gap. It's a huge part of what we do.
Damn, that's sexy. All right. So, well, let's talk about, you lose a first-round tackle in Darnell Wright, and that on the line of scrimmage is where things happen in this league. How comfortable do you feel about the group you have coming back?
We do have experience coming back. For us, Gerald Mincy and J.J. Crawford both have played a ton of football at the left tackle position a year ago. Those guys primarily, here's where we start out, will probably be on the right side. Anticipate, those guys playing at a really high level. And, I feel really good about what we've done up front. Yeah. Continue to add depth. When we took over the program as one of the positions that we were probably a little bit deficient in as far as numbers. Continue to add depth. Love where we're at.
JJ's the guy who lost his lunch in the Alabama game, right?
It was, man.
Now, is that one of those, when he comes back to the sideline, are you like, good job, don't touch me?
Didn't see it until the next day when Bill showed it to me. It's one of the all-time great clips, in particular for an offensive lineman.
I can't even remember which defensive lineman it was, but the one who looks up and just steps back and he's like, no. I mean, that's the most intimidating thing an offensive lineman can do.
Intimidating and disgusting, but yeah, we'll let it all roll.
This is the longest anybody's ever gone on an interview with you. We've only been asked about the offensive line, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Love it. It's the mainstay of what we do offensively.
We talked to Georgia center Cedric Van Pran the other day. We said we're going to be an offensive line-friendly show. We're going to be the offensive line safe space on this show, so that's what you're going to get. But I know you're a quarterback. We probably got to talk about your quarterback.
We don't need to. We can go over
we definitely
defense.
Need to. No. Yeah. Joe Milton's been walking around here, and every time he walks by somebody who hasn't seen him in person, it's like, whoa, that dude's huge. And I've seen him throw. It's a thing of beauty, but it's been an evolution for him.
Absolutely, as it is for all guys. But I love what he's done over the last couple of years inside of our program. Really confident and comfortable who he is, consistent in his work and what he's trying to accomplish every day. Man, he's come in and really affected his teammates. He's grown in his ability to understand the game, which allows him to get his body in position, continue to grow in accuracy. Really excited about what he finished last year, what he did this spring, and where we're going to be this fall.
One of the things that I know impressed you guys about Hendon Hooker was the way he handled the situation when Joe won the starting job going into the 21 season. How did Joe handle the situation of Hendon taking that job?
Yeah, in a rare turn of events, and really in a unique way. If you look at the landscape of college football, where guys are hitting the portal, looking for immediate gratification, Joe looked at it and said, you know what, I'm going to be a great teammate, but I know I need to grow. I know I got coaches and a system that are going to allow me to grow. When ready, I'm going to play at a high level. I'm going to compete every day to be the guy, but do it in a really positive way. That's why he took advantage of his opportunity late last year, but it's really how he played every time he got an opportunity to get in the game.
Well, and that's the thing. That game against Clemson, which is against a very good defense, he looked like the guy that you kind of thought as a recruit at Michigan in practice. If you ever put it all together, that's what it would be. How do you get that guy week to week?
Well, I think, for him, he's had consistency at the quarterback coaching position. Same voices with Coach Halsley and me being in there on a consistent basis. He's grown in his understanding of what we do, understanding the game. All of that's parlayed itself into him being really consistent. He will.
So you come in this season after having such a great year last year with sky-high expectations. I know you dealt with that when you got to UCF, where they were coming off an undefeated season and had everybody coming back. But how do you talk about that with your team in terms of just putting in the same amount of work it takes to get where you were last year?
Well, when we first got there, you're trying to make up yards. Now you're trying to make up inches. Inches are harder to make up than the yards. Be real and transparent with them. what are the steps that we need to take individually and collectively to get where we want to go. A lot of great moments from last year. We didn't reach a lot of our goals. There's a lot left out for us. This group's been great in the offseason, been very purposeful in the way that they worked. Love what we've done in the first 3 parts of our offseason. Got to have a great training camp, but looking forward to hitting the grass with these guys.
I am looking forward to seeing you guys out there. Josh Heupel, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.